President Biden declared COVID over last year, but the media is begging for a comeback tour.
COVID is making a comeback this summer, so many of us would like to leave it in the past, but cases are once again on the rise.
Coronavirus cases on the rise.
Cases of COVID are once again on the rise. According to the CDC, they've gone up 4 weeks in a row.
NBC News is deceiving you by denying you the real reason there's a tiny uptick in cases. COVID follows seasonal and regional patterns. Every year there's 3 waves. One starts in New England in the spring. The second travels north from Mexico in the summer, and the third wave travels in all directions from the Dakotas in the fall. Deaths and hospitalizations are dramatically down from last year. There are more people hospitalized for falling down than are hospitalized for COVID right now. 6,000 more people are in the hospital because they tripped and fell than got COVID. NBC News isn't telling everybody to start buying walkers and canes. But real data is the enemy of politicians seeking total control. The less you know, the easier you are to subjugate. There's even a college in Atlanta requiring students to wear a mask this semester. The college hasn't reported a single case of COVID yet. These are healthy 18-year-olds who are going to be wearing a mask in class and then making out all night. And a major Hollywood movie studio in California, Lionsgate, is making their employees wear N95s. In Los Angeles, you have a better chance of catching a bullet than a deadly strain of COVID. But doctors who got rich and famous during the pandemic won't leave the limelight. Beware the highly mutated strain.
The CDC announced a highly mutated strain of COVID has just shown up in Michigan, BA.2.86. How concerned does the public need to be?
Well, right now, I've talked to a number of virologists who are usually pretty staid, and they're pretty concerned about this. But to, again, put this in perspective, this new variant is as genetically different from Omicron as Omicron was from the original strain that emerged in Wuhan. So this is a highly mutated variant.
That expert CBS was talking to is Scott Gottlieb. He's on the board of Pfizer. Now, I wonder if the Pfizer board member has any financial incentive in scaring viewers about new strains.
There is a booster shot that I know Pfizer has talked about coming to market soon. It's still not available. When do we expect it, and does it protect against these variants?
Right. So by the time these are out in September, consumers will know how well it covers that new variant. We'll also probably know whether or not it's spreading.
And Moderna has one, and perhaps
and Pfizer,
others.
and Novavax as well.
Pharmaceutical companies have a new line of boosters rolling out in the fall. Yes, older Americans or some Americans with comorbidities may need them, and that's fine. But CBS, owned by Viacom, a company that made a fortune during the pandemic when everybody was shut in watching TV, is doing free advertising for Pfizer and drumming up false fears. Pharmaceutical companies are getting paid, and doctors get a cut from the boosters given. Only this time, the insurance companies foot the bill instead of us, Uncle Sam. But don't worry. Biden's giving pharmaceutical companies over $1 billion so uninsured Americans can get free shots. Now, we're beginning to wonder if this year's mutant variant scare tactic pushed on network TV is less about saving lives and more about lining corporate pockets.